Okay, guys, I'm going to talk about last night's game and play this game at the same time because see if I get lucky. You know what? I probably won't get lucky while I'm talking, but it's okay. Let's talk about last night's game. Whoo-wee. Well, we ended up losing, which is not cool, not okay, but what do you expect when we have a bunch of rookie pitchers? I think, in a sense, we are actually overachieving, which I'm pretty cool with. You know, and my goal this year, of course, everybody's hoping to win the World Series. You definitely, when you're in the game, want to get as far as you can, shock the world, whatever. But we had something to prove this year, and I think we proved it. And I think that we proved it. Everybody on the 2017 that was on the 2017 lineup of the Astros that's still here is hitting completely lights out. And that's really super cool. It's actually the new players on our team that are struggling. The new pitching. I think, honestly, I think we're the luckiest team on earth to get Dusty Baker. I think Dusty Baker's lights out. I really like him. I liked him almost, after I thought about it for a couple minutes, like what are we getting and all that. I was like, man, this is awesome. Let's get Dusty Baker on this team. Anyway, as you can see, these hits aren't going very well while I'm talking and playing at the same time, which is fine. Anyway, so you know, I think with the level of pitching that we showed yesterday, let's just call a spade a spade. And yesterday, Urquidy didn't look very good. You know, it just looked like he was kind of like a two-pitch guy. He looked like he had a kind of an off-speed and a fastball, and his off-speed wasn't locating very well at all. I thought our pitchers looked horrible. In fact, it was kind of odd because I think, didn't they say, there we go, there's my third hit. Is that going to drop? Yes. Yes, that's what I need. Anyway, our third, they ended up having an athletics record for home runs. I think they got, ooh, this is kind of cool. They ended up getting 5 home runs, which they've never done before, and that's because of our weak pitching. And it took them actually setting an athletics record to beat our offense. And, oh man, to tell you the truth, our bats look so lively. We scored 5 runs in the first game, 10 runs in the second game, and 7 runs in the third game. So we split the middle between game 1 and game 2 with 7 runs. And so that's 22 runs in 3 games. You really can't complain. and you know, it kind of quiets the naysayers. So even you know, let's put it this way, with the team that we have with us right now, if we get to the ALCS 4 years in a row, that's kind of a proof in itself, or a testament to how good our team is. I don't think we're a complete team, and I do think if you look at the road right now, the A's, they're not an easy team. And somebody tell me, maybe I missed the news, but where's Mike Fiers? Is he waiting to kind of avoid the Astros, or is he injured? Somebody comment, where is Mike Fiers? I'm so ready to where is this guy? I'm so ready to go up against him. Anyway, because he knows he's going to lose. He absolutely knows he's going to lose to us. It's just so weird how we're seeing everybody but Mike Fiers. So is he not on the playoff roster? Is he injured? Anyways, somebody give me an update. Let's look at the teams that we've got left. You know, honestly, I'm so proud. You guys know that I'm kind of like my second favorite team for unknown reasons, or Charlie Morton reasons, is the Tampa Bay Rays. I love everything about them. If you haven't heard this before, I'm going to repeat. Some people have heard it before. A couple people would not have. Small market team. They've got that quirky dome that looks absolutely terrible, but it's just absolutely such a fun little stadium. But they're picked on by the evil empires of the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees of being in the same division. They're told that they can't win, and they have absolutely lambasted the New York Yankees this year in the regular season. They went 8-2. Right now they're 2 out of 3 in the playoffs, so they're 10-3 this year against the evil empire New York Yankees, and I think it's funny. I think it's funny as heck. And if you look at the Tampa Bay Rays absolutely have the Yankees number. Could the Yankees come back and win? Of course, this is baseball. You're always a swing away. You get a pitcher that literally isn't getting the correct movement on his off speed, or not, or I'm sorry, not placing it correctly. And you know how baseball is; it's just the hardest to predict. But the cream usually rises to the top, and right now, after 3 games, the Tampa Bay Rays, thank you, Lord, have a 2-1 series lead over the evil empire, the New York Yankees. Let's go. Aaron Judge has that kind of, kind of a go big or go home mentality. Same Aaron Judge. I thought his defense looked a little bit better. That snow cone catch yesterday was absolutely amazing. Good for him. Anyway, Brett Gardner's doing what Brett Gardner's doing. I mean, Aaron Hicks looks solid. Their team looks solid. The problem is with the Yankees, and I've said it from day one of this season, I'm saying it again. The problem with the Yankees is the pitching. They don't have CC Sabathia. They don't have Luis Severino. They don't have Domingo Germán. Who do they have left? Okay, let's go over it again. J. Happ, Jordan Montgomery, Masahiro Tanaka. Tanaka's done for this series. Tanaka is done for this series. It's 5 games in a row, 5 days straight. You don't get a repeat chance if you're not in game 1, or is it game 2? But anyway, he was in game 3, and he's not coming back in this series. He's done for the year pretty much. So when you look at the team, they have Ottavino, Chad Green got shellacked. Who else got lambasted yesterday? One of the other big pitchers. But anyway, Chad Green got lambasted. Ottavino, for me, come on, the Tampa Bay Rays know Ottavino's stuff so much they see him 10 times a year. I'm sorry, in a regular year, 19 times a year. This year, 10 times. So they've seen Ottavino. There's no surprises coming from Ottavino. There's no surprises. Of course, Chapman is still one of the best closers in baseball. We all know the details on his locate and all that stuff, but Chapman is one of the best closers in baseball. Anyway, I'm going to repeat it again about ESPN, and then we'll go back to the Yankees and Tampa Bay Rays and other stuff like that. But anyway, ESPN, please take what they say with a grain of salt. They are not to be watched. That channel is a complete joke. There's a bunch of stations out there that have it, like let's see, what is it, Black and White Sports, and I'm trying to remember, Outkick, and there's a few conservative channels out there, but they literally just harp the politics. And I know that they're getting views and they're becoming popular and stuff like that, and they're big channels, but still, if you want clicks, talk politics, top hot button topics. I don't know, it's just not that interesting to me to kind of keep forcing politics down people's throats. I'm just saying at this point, that ESPN is not really something to be taken seriously, watched. Honestly, I actually just turn them on just to laugh at them because they're so over the top. They're so ridiculous. They're such race baiting fools. It's insane. Anyway, back to sports. I'm very quick with that. 20, 30 seconds, 10 seconds, and I'm out when it comes to that kind of stuff. Anyway, which is what people want. And, but of course these channels don't give people what they want. I think the Dodgers got a little bit lucky to have a big inning. Like I said, it's the locate, stuff like that. Because I think at the end of their first win, I think they only had 4 hits. But, the National League is the National League, and here's what I have to say about the National League. Unfortunately for everybody, it's going to be a really, really tough road. It's going to, of course, October baseball is amazing. We're just seeing who's the hottest team in baseball right now. And like I said, the A's had to have their hottest game of the year in order to beat us. And it was absolutely crazy. And I'm pausing the game on purpose right here because I don't want to miss my chance at getting another hit, because I think I might have a chance at a 4th hit right here, which is really cool. Anyway, the A's had to have their hottest game of the year to beat us. I don't think they can duplicate it. The problem is with the Astros is the pitching. It's a weak spot. I don't think it's a championship spot, but if they rise to the top right at the right time, anything can happen. Let's see how deep they can go. But if they get into the ALCS, this season is a win. This season is a testament what our batters can do. We don't have the pitching. Everybody knows it. But the fact that we've scored 22 runs in the last 3 games, it has shut up the naysayers about us. And George Springer, had the hottest 2 games I have seen in a long, long time. If you look at, was it Josh Naylor? He had 3 extra base hits with 5 hits, but George Springer had 6 hits with 3 extra base hits. I mean, 6 hits with 3 extra base hits in 2 games. That's absolutely insane. That's the most lights out 2 games I've seen in a while. If you've seen more lights out than that 2-game stretch from any player, let me know. I have not seen it. That is, George Springer's absolutely lights out. Carlos Correa, lights out too. You cannot get hits every game in baseball. Nobody does. That's why the streak is 57 games. Even Joe DiMaggio doesn't get hits every game. So anyway, Carlos Correa lights out. Josh Reddick looking a little bit better than 2017. Coming up with hits just when he needs it. Josh Reddick, we need a big game from him. Hopefully we get it. He's definitely... In 2017, I was struggling with him. Right now, I'm slightly struggling with him, but his defense is so good that, it is what it is. Anyway, he's in the bottom of the batting order. That's fine. Let's move on. Michael Brantley absolutely lights out. Altuve's back. Did he get 3 hits yesterday? Whatever. One of them was like a bloop down the line, like a 45-foot hit. But anyway, I think he got 3 hits. Everybody's looking good. Yuli Gurriel, he'll come up big. I think he's struggling with a couple days. Bregman's definitely struggling. And then, of course, Aledmus Diaz got that 2-run home run right when we needed it. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And beyond that, what other team do I need to talk about? Excuse me. Excuse me about that. Anyway, last but not least, the Atlanta Braves. The Atlanta Braves look really good. I think they're the only team out there that's going to possibly stop the Dodgers. Ronald Acuna Jr. is playing Juan Soto-esque right now. That's a team to be dealt with. They could shock the world this year. They could shock the world if they could be, the Atlanta Braves could definitely be the 2020 champion. Let's see what goes down. It's going to be a really hard road for the Astros. We still have 9 games left. You just never know in baseball. We could be up a run, ready to go to the World Series. All of a sudden, somebody hits a home run. You just absolutely never know. You just absolutely never know. It's pretty cool, baseball. But right now, if the Astros get to the ALCS, which I'm praying, and then we at least do well. If we play the Yankees, of course I want to win. If we play the Tampa Bay Rays, I do believe the Tampa Bay Rays are more balanced all over. When you look at their team, look at their team, Arozarena is just lights out right now. He's almost like a George Springer. Manuel Margot is playing lights out right now. And the reason we didn't see Manuel Margot yesterday is because they put Austin Meadows in. And Austin Meadows hasn't been quite himself lately. Kevin Kiermaier, he's been hot and cold, but he's been more hot, cold. I think he's playing his best baseball of his career right now. Brandon Lau playing awesome. Ji-Man Choi playing lights out. In fact, Ji-Man Choi gave me my favorite moment of the year so far, besides the George Springer, when he actually took a walk. He's hitting so lights out against Garrett Cole that they had to walk him when they had runners in scoring position. And you see Ji-Man Choi walking over to first base with this little grin on his face because Ji-Man Choi absolutely shellacks Garrett Cole all year, all day long. Ji-Man Choi is amazing. Willie Adames, of course, is amazing. Mike Zunino's playing great. And who's on third base? I'm missing the third baseman right now. They didn't have Mike Brasso. They had somebody else on third base. Anyway, the whole lineup is amazing. And when you look at their relievers, when you look at their pitchers, they're more balanced. I think, the essence of baseball is pitching. And so it's going to be interesting. I think if Tampa Bay plays Houston, regardless of who wins the World Series, let's put that aside. I think that's the Tampa Bay versus Houston is going to be my personal World Series matchup. I just think it's going to be really interesting to watch. I'm going to have more ether to watch that. I just think it's going to have two amazing teams. I do think that Tampa Bay is overall slightly better than Houston. Sorry to say that. And we'll see what happens. Even no matter who wins this year, let's put it this way, as long as it's not the Yankees. Anyway, that's my video. Hopefully you liked it. Let's see if I get my fourth hit. I don't think I will, but let's try to get my fourth hit, and then I am out of here.
He's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And here's a slider.
Okay, that was a nice take. This video ended up being a lot longer, but I had a lot to say. It needed to be covered. Ooh, man. Oh, man.
One and one. Here it is. Maybe trying to
okay, you know I cannot allow a walk. So, therefore, dang it. I cannot allow him to walk me. I need a hit. You can see I'm 3 for 5 right there with 2 singles.
You can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And he missed with it there.
I swung. They would not let me swing. That's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway, that's my video, and take care.